The Kashmir Valley was recently listed by UNESCO among the most creative cities in the world. The valley has innumerable arts and crafts, and one such craft is glazed pottery. The glazed tiles have been made for centuries in the valley, but the art was on the verge of extinction. A 26-year-old commerce graduate from Srinagar has taken it upon himself to revive the craft.
A 26-year-old commerce graduate from Srinagar, Mohammad Omar Kumar, has taken it upon himself to revive this art, glazed tiles. Only one person alive in the valley knows how to make them, and that's whom Omar is learning from. With the help of Jammu and Kashmir's handicapped department, Omar has been able to set up a unit to make these items.
My grandfather and father have been doing pottery, but in the beginning I was not interested. But once I finished studies, I got to know that glazed pottery is on the verge of extinction. It caught my attention and I searched more. There was only one old man in the Kanyar area of Srinagar making the glazed tiles and other stuff.
The Jammu and Kashmir government has various schemes for the revival of the endangered arts of the Kashmir Valley. Among them was glazed pottery. The government helps artisans establish units and also provide them with raw materials and stipend.
By virtue of this policy, we have a mandate to revive critically endangered crafts, and glazed pottery is one of the crafts which we are endeavoring to revive. So in that context, we approached this entrepreneur who was inclined in starting his enterprise as a glazed pottery manufacturer. He did his basic training from one of the old teacher.
The Kashmiri tiles were used centuries ago in palaces as well as traditional Kashmiri homes. But with time, people started using ceramic tiles, and with no market, the artisans were left with no choice but to stop production. But now artisans like Omar are trying to bring back Kashmiri tiles into the market. Within a short span of time, he has received orders from across the country for these items.
We are not unemployed. We have made ourselves as such. We have so much art here, and if we take up all these arts again, no one in the Kashmir Valley would be unemployed. Our older generations have left us with so much craft and art. We just need to work on it. The clay tiles I started making were completely finished, but now I am making them again with a different design, and I have so many orders in a short span of time.
As the orders pile up, the government is helping him to meet the growing demand for these tiles.
In the years gone by, we used to manufacture these glazed tiles. In fact, our museum, SPS Museum, has one of the diverse collection of tiles. And the manufacture or baking of tiles is a very historical process which has been carried out here. And these tiles were all the rage in the old houses.
Srinagar city has made it to the UNESCO list of creative cities, and now the government aims at making the summer capital of Jammu Kashmir into a craft destination. Kashmir's glazed tiles and pottery was at the verge of extinction as no one among the younger generation wanted to take up this art. But with efforts from artists like Omar, they are making sure the craft doesn't die.
Kashmir's glazed pottery and Kashmiri tiles were at the verge of extinction as no one from the younger generation was ready to take up this art. But with efforts from artists like Umar, they're making sure that the craft doesn't die. With video journalist Feroz, Idris Sloan for WION World is One.